What is going on, everyone? Commodore last year today, bringing to you guys my live reaction of Kingdom manga chapter 639. Now, the chapters just come out. Shout out to Senskans and Turn Farmers as always for bringing the greatness of Kingdom week in, week out. Concerned Company in North America continues to fill us on a weekly, a monthly, and an annual basis. Now, I gotta get into this chapter. I got work later today. I didn't think it was gonna come out, given the whole situation with the coronavirus and stuff. You guys will know. Weekly Shonen Jump is going to be on break this week because the whole thing that's going on. But I guess Young Jump is a little different. They're going to be on schedule at least until the Golden Week break that's coming up, I think, in a couple of weeks or so. So at the very least, we got 2 chapters between now and next week to have. And then afterwards, we'll be on break because of, festivals and all that, hopefully. But let's get into this chapter. King of Ki, working with Osin. If it can't come from the west, it could come from the east. If it can't come from the left, it could come from the right. If it can't come from the north, it could come from the south. Like there is something out there, man, that Osin is using, and he uses 4D chess play to sum the Okin and all them and stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. I need to see what's going on, man. So here we are, volume 59, chapter 639. And the title of the chapter on the header thing here says, good news. Good news. Better be some good news, man. For as long as we've been in this arc, we need some damn good news. Alright. Speaking of that, man, look at him, bro. Forward, he's looking forward, sees the darkness, the stars, the sky. And for sure, he's enjoying himself some grilled heavy, man, so... It's like, ha 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 ha, dig in with my blessings, soldiers of Chin. All the cheese produce are delicacies, but of course, 639, good news. So he's just like watching. It's like almost like he's looking into like the empty space and everything, as like he's saying this. And of course, you see one of his advisors in the background and stuff. And then you see right there pork buns, which looks like it's soon to be there. A whole bunch of like chicken. Soup, got the whole shebang right there, man. The delicacies are legitimate. And you just see the face on everybody here, man, just all happy and stuff. Come to daddy. It's so good. Tastes like heaven. Wow, I can't believe it. So you just see all like the soldiers who've been just like, they were going through it, man, this entire war. No provisions, no nothing. And now they actually finally got some food. So good on them for getting that. So don't rush, eat slowly. There's tons more to go around. Take it slow. Look at Ensign, man, going after them chicken wings, bro. My man's handing down them drumsticks, bro. I told you, slow down. No need to panic. The guys who are too weak to line up will get served too. Bihei-san, it's so good. Bihei-san, Bihei-san's trembling from how good it tastes. I feel you, Bihei. I really do. Are you sure he isn't choking? I don't know. If he is, someone help him. And you see Kanto there, same thing as well. It's like, Kanto, it tastes so good. Bro. So you see the twins, I think, right there in the back after just like go hounding down their own drumsticks. Like, yeah, this is the best food I've had my entire life. And they're all crying away. Can I take these to the guy sleeping over there? Go for it. And thanks. And tell them to eat slowly. One more bowl. Same here. Me too. Fill her up. Come on, right up. And me? Sorry for making you working so hard for you. You're eating as well, right? Yeah, but this ain't the time for that. My soul's on fire. All these ingredients from Chi that I've never seen before are making my soul as a chef burn. A cook? Look at it, Karyoten. Salt from a seaside nation is on a whole other level. A seaside nation. So it's got, of course, something from the opposite side of where Ki is, right? Because I could be wrong. I don't know if it's them or Chu. No, it's Chu's more facing down to like where the like Ethiopian, like Asia kind of thing that's down there, like underneath them. Where it's like the elephant. So I'm guessing from Chi's side there, but I think more closer on China, from where China is, near like the sea, ocean kind of thing, probably. Or like a river or something like that. Not those. We'll open these ones with red markers on them first. Red markers? Oh, never mind. They have stuff that'll expire sooner. Yes, ma'am. Right, we'll get some more. Thank you. But make sure you eat 2. Sure, we'll get some blue ones this time. And you eat up 2. And that has to be Shin for sure. Just feeding her a pork bun. Of course. It's like, Shin, you've done enough. It's time for you to take a break and get some food. Ryu will handle the rest. Ka. The hell did you say? Fine. Bring it on. There's no time to rest. All the supplies we waited so long for have finally arrived. I need to make sure it all gets distributed properly and efficiently. And I'm telling you, You've already done that just fine. You can now kick back and take a breather. After all, you're technically one of our wounded too, aren't you? I mean, well, yeah, she did get hurt, but it's nothing too crazy. But I mean, she still played a good role, at least in this arc, helping us out. So, took one for the team. Get some rest. This is nothing compared to you and everyone else. That's different. Getting hurt is part of the job for us. What's that meant to? What's that meant to? I'm telling you, it's okay. Come on. Pretty good, isn't it? I don't know. She tearing up? I mean, like, her eyes are so closed, but you really can't tell because of the slants and stuff there. Of course it is. Ryu and I were the ones who made it. That's true. Why the hell did she drop like that? It's like, huh? Whoa there. Something up with cardio 10? Nah, don't worry, it's nothing. It's just all the tension that was holding her up just got cut. Oh, man. That's one of those things you have to remember when it comes to war. Some people just don't have that mindset where it's like, either, your mental conscious is not properly, built to be able to last through a whole war. Some people, yeah, they're going to go and kill and stuff, but then you don't know whether PTSD is going to kick in, or, the sense of fear, or whatever it is that's always plaguing their minds and stuff is going to come back into them and everything, right? And in her case, it's that tension. She had that tension the entire war, and not once did she let that slip and let it, take over her and, cause her, to go back from what she was trying to do with her plans and stuff. Now that all that tension she had from her is all gone, it's like now she has her time. She can cry, feel the way she needs to feel and stuff about it. Man, it's great. Thank God the supplies actually came. I really thought this was going to be the end for us, and that everything we went through was going to be in vain. So happy. You see the looks from the other members there, Ryu and stuff. I'm so happy they really came. And you see all of them celebrating. Here's the meat. That General Olsen could have given us a hint or something at least. Apparently all this stuff got delivered from Chi. Yeah, I heard. Shin, that kind of hurts. Oops, my bad. What the hell you do? What the hell he do for her to say that? You got off screen and stuff like that. Come on. Moulton was mind blown, I tell you. Said something about how General Olsen must have set it all in motion before he even left the capital. Honestly, I didn't really catch a lot of the stuff he said. I mean, if Moulton was mind blown, man, at this point, you have no clue. If he doesn't have a clue, or even a hint or a shred of what's in Olsen's mind, or even when you the little trinklet and stuff, if you can't get that, then it's hopeless, man. But what I do know for sure is that we've received enough supplies to easily keep all of us here for half a year and still have some left to spare. Half a year, yeah. And so long as we got grub in our bellies, there's nothing we can't do. We can stay holed up in here because there's no way the city will fall. And once everyone's back on their feet, we can use this as a base to launch attacks on the surrounding Zhao forces as well. That's what Moulton said, at least. He's right. Which means, yeah, it means starting all the way from us being used as bait at the hills of Kokuyu to bypassing Retsubi and entering Zhao's heartland. And you're just seeing all the panels and stuff, man, from the provisions when they were being built to everybody moving on and stuff in the different areas. Then having the Olsen and Kanki and Yotama armies all split up to their individual battlefields. At the end of a road filled with brutal fighting and countless sacrifices. All his boys, man, that fell in battle and everything. And then, of course, him finally cutting down Hoken. Bro, still one of those moments, man, I'm so grateful I got to experience weekly. So grateful I got to experience weekly, man. We have. And you see the tears while they come down from Cargo 10. Accomplished what everyone thought was impossible, bringing down the impregnable city of Gyu. Yo, look at their faces and everything too, man. Finally, just a mix of happiness, sadness, cheerfulness, just a whole bunch of different things. And then, of course, you see in the bottom corner right here, man, the two guys probably showing emotions that, or just mindsets that you just cannot think of. What is going on in their heads right now. Because you see one with a calm grin in Kanki, we're just, he's a calm, relaxed looks like, and then of course Osen, who's for sure pondering whatever the next step on his chessboard is. But man, he's just Hold on, Saul and his girl? Hold on, man. That's it, I've only got 2 drumsticks, so hold up. Let me go to the next page. You see how everyone there smiling and stuff? 10 right there crying, she's like chowing on the pork bun, and then my boy looking up at the moon. We did it. Say. And it looks like we're switching up now. Such proteinous news would reach the capital the next morning. The supplies have been delivered. I love these little moments right here because when whenever like the people within the royal chambers and stuff are right next to Say or whatever king it is, you know how like when they're all excited, sometimes you get like the waves of like the panels of the pages and stuff, and just like it's like an uplifting mood right there, man. You just feel it right there inside, like everyone's all happy. The supplies have been delivered. Gyu has fallen. No, rather, with this, Gyu is officially under Chin's rule. Look at Shaboku. You know what, bro? You don't have to always expect these. Whenever we get dubs, he's gonna be in a hospital bed at some point in time during this entire like conquering of China. Like, Chancellor, they did it. They actually did it. Is it Moki and all of them too? Moki, sir. Thud, my boy Say just goes down afterwards, man. The hockey took over the room from that message. Look at his eyes. And he still remembers, bro, the godly promos before. To unite the lands with an orthodox method is not possible, but there is one bizarre plan that will come at a great cost of life. We will take you, located at Katan's throat. However, there is tremendous risk. We must be prepared for the possibility of our forces being wiped out to the last man. Well done, all of you, truly. He's like shaking his fist, man, because he was nervous this whole time, man. Because if it went AWOL, if it didn't go the way that they had hoped to go for, you know that what awaits Chin afterwards is his like demise. Like, it would have been wiped off, man. If that whole thing didn't work out for them, every single person would have their heads on pikes. You've outdone yourself, Shin. I just love the oh man. Oh, if we ever got an anime adaptation, if it ever happened, like seeing these moments would be so beautiful. But alas, it don't exist. And I was switching over again. On the other hand, bro, we're going there. Oh my god. Bro, let's go. On the other hand, he would receive these ill tidings in the Zhao capital of Cantons. And on the other hand, so they said he. So they're not referring, of course, to Say. They're referring to Raboku, because there he is right there in the underground prison. All of this is on your head. You hear me, Raboku Dono. Every last part of it. As you might imagine, His Majesty is absolutely furious. I believe your near future shall include a public execution. My deepest condolences. I would gladly accept any punishment that is due. In exchange, I ask you allow me one last trip outside Kakukai Dono. Huh? The war for Gyu is not yet over. What? Gyu may now fly Chin's flags, but they are still isolated within Zhao's inner region. They will only become a threat if they successfully link up with Retsubi, and where Ryoyu will also be added into the mix, that the entire southern half of Inner Zhao will fall into Chin's hands. Retsubi is guarded by General Kocho. That will not be enough. Chin is guaranteed to come at Retsubi full force with an entirely new army. And not only that, Gyu will also send aid from behind. We must send a peace envoy to Yan immediately, so that we can redeploy our northern forces down south. A messenger to Wei would also help prevent Chin. No, he's not gonna go a second coalition, or at least like something along like alliances or whatever. No. That's one thing you cannot have. But then it's like, would they work with him after what happened during the coalition? Would they even work with Raboku again? Chu, I 100% don't see that end up happening as well. Them like at least forging something with Zhao. We know that ain't happening by a long shot, man. Especially with Karen at the throne, running the operations and stuff. Ain't no way that's gonna be happening. And then wait, go home and stuff, bro. Oh man, hold on. A messenger's away would also help prevent Chin from focusing all the attention on Retsubi. That's enough of you. I won't fall for your cheap verbal ploys. You're just trying to escape so that you can avoid your execution. I assure you the fate of Zhao rests on these coming days. If you won't let me out, then at least pass on what I said to Bananji or Earl Rai. Please, Kakokai Dono. Fine. I'll be sure to tell them. Now, if you'll excuse me. But Kakokai did no such thing. This man, bro, Tojo is really accepting his demise, or at least the fact that Kantan's walls will be able to hold anything off. I don't know about that, man, because we live in an era in this series where Konki and Osen exist, and anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. You tell them that wall cannot be scaled, they will find a way. Even if it means they gotta build a bridge of bodies to get over that wall, you damn well know they're gonna go that mile, man. The events soon unfolded just as Roboku feared, with Shohei-kun's actions following Roboku's prediction. Almost word for word, the Qin army that was attacking Western Zhao soon began a large-scale withdrawal. Retreating north, these men who had now set their sights on Retsubi, and you see from like ways, well, I think it has to be from the border near, no, it has to be from Wei. Yeah, it has to be from Wei because of course, you see the border lines right there. Zhao, Retsubi side, Chin's right there, and then Wei's there. Yeah! It's been forever, bro! I get on the weekly journey! Let's go, Skip! Yo! You know how long it's been since I had you in the weekly. Bro, all this is gold. Bro, I caught up to this manga weekly when we were under your control in the Fire Dragons of Wei. And since then, State of Eye, Kokyu Hills, this arc has been ongoing for as long as my channel's been alive. And you are here, bro. You got your boy. Oh my god. His name escapes because it's been so long, but still. Toe season. No, I can't disrespect the right hand there, man, because he put on some godly fights. Going back to the time when it came to the coalition. He had a damn good fight himself, man. I can't disrespect him like that. Nah, I gotta give me that at the very least. Roku Omi, there you go. Bro. Towards the conclusion of the Gyu invasion, and it says there were the men under To's banners pick up the pace. That's the other chapter, please. There's no break either. You're gonna send the last chapter we're going to get before Golden Week. And we're getting Toe season. Now, unless Shiba Show pulls up, that is the counter. That has to be at least a counter to Toe. You need those guys from the east, and if anything from Wei and the others. But that makes me wonder, because if we're going to get Toe, Rokoumi and them, right? Because remember, they're facing off against Gohome, and I'm pretty sure Gaimo was there too. And because remember, they were holding them off, because Mobu was taking care of whatever was going down in Chu. For him to do this, though, then it has to mean Wei's got to be moving the other way. Because if they see that opening there, they're gonna gun line towards Chin. Unless something else is holding them back there for them to get Toe into this. Like I need to really know, like, if it's a Osen thing. But Shoei-kun even said too, with Shoei-kun's actions following Roboku's prediction almost word for word. Yeah, so Shoei-kun's the one that really is the one that dictated and said for him to go. So he had to be confident enough that Wei is not going to go, or he knows that Wei is going to try and help them out at the very least. So, could you imagine if Toe's going there and Gaim will follow suit. Or even go home to kind of like even... Because if not, then the only thing from Zhao that can try and help them out at that point in time... Well, again, it's coming from Retsubi too, so Kocho's another option that they could fight from there. But again, I think you need Shibasho. He's the last of what at least I know, unless Gakujo is still alive. And I'm going to hold on to that until it says Zhao Western Invasion arc finite. I'm still going to hold on to that he's still part of this. If he's still alive, because we didn't hear nothing beyond after what happened with him and Renpa back in Sanyu and stuff, then you know what? We never know. But at the very least, from Zhao's side, Kocho, Shibasho, the only things I could see repelling Toe. But if they got something working, but I don't know, because they repelled Yan. Well, Yan I don't think would work with them because they had the alliance with Chin. There's so many things right now crossing through my head. Jesus Christ, what a chapter, man. What a flipping chapter. Oh, goodness. This is one of those you want to put this man on the thumbnail and show respect to the star of the weekly experience. But you don't want to be that guy that says, oh, you're just dropping spoilers and stuff, man. But look. Times are tough. My stomach is growling because I've been waiting. I've been waiting so long for Toe to come back in my life, man, because he's the closest thing to Big Lip Sama's era, bro. That's still around. What a flippin' chapter. But yo, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Straight up. They just the second half of the chapter, nail it out of the park. Realistically, should be maybe an 8, maybe a 9. I'm going 10. Toe's here. The successor to Big Lip Sama. How can I not, man? Look at him, bro. Look at him in all his glory, bro. His war horse, everything. The only one with that helmet, dog. Flipping greatness. But yo, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. How did you guys feel about this chapter? Having Toe finally here, listen to me. Let me know first and foremost when you started your weekly experience when it came to the Kingdom Greatness. If you were with me during the time of the Fire Dragons Away, when we got Earlshe's backstory and all that stuff, during that period when I caught up, and we were with Toe, how happy are you right now to finally get this man back in our lives in the weekly experience? Let me know your thoughts on that. The whole thing that's going on now too with Zell, because it's been said from Kakukai, like he didn't say one single word to Tojo about anything from like, what Roboku said. So do you still think that something is going to have to happen? And again, no history spoilers whatsoever. Anyone that just tries to do anything like that, I got mods out here ready to just take you out the paint. Just understand that right now. We don't play like that anytime soon. You do that, I'm out of here. Ain't gonna be covering no Kingdom. No history spoilers, none of that stuff. So, using the manga, what is here? Using your brain, use your common sense. Let me know what you think is gonna happen in the chapters that come based on all this stuff that went down. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience, when it comes to my coverage of Kingdom week in, week out, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shandora, set the day with everything that goes on the channel. With that being said, chapter 640, I can't wait to see go down. We are finally nearing the conclusion of the Gyu invasion. Hopefully the Western Zhao invasion, just everything in total, man. If Roboku gets offed, then the arc has to be like in its like, it's dead, like it's gone, like we're finished. But we'll wait and see. I got Toe back in my life, bro. Shout out to Big Lip Sama, as always. I'll see you guys next week. Toe season is here, man. Commodore last signing off. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, yeah.